Hi, I'm Carola, and on Instagram I'm at From Carola. In this video, I'm doing a flip through of my ink journal, which I use to inventory the fountain pen inks that I own, as well as document some of the inks that I really enjoy. I repurposed an undated planner from Aura Estelle and Annie Plans. It's a weekly B6, and I really like the layout of this planner, which is why I decided to use it for my ink journal. And it's also made of Tomoe River paper, which I think works really well for fountain pen inks in terms of showing the sheen and shading and even shimmer. And so I just wanted to use this planner that I wasn't using in my stash. And the way I use it is the yearly index in the front of the planner alongside with the monthly layout. And I swatch the ink bottles that I currently own. I've categorized them by shade or color instead of brand. And so I know what I'm looking for in terms of color. And then in the yearly index, I just list the brand and the name of the ink, and I number the swatches so that they correspond to each other. And that's how I use the monthly and yearly index together. Following the monthly pages are boxes that represent daily entries, and because it's an undated planner, I don't use it the way a planner is used. So instead, each of the boxes represent an ink that I want to remember. And in this section, I actually use ink bottles that I own, but I also use samples that I really like. So it could be collaboration samples or inks that someone has gifted me that I want to remember. To show you how I do the entries, I'm going to do one in real time using the Ferris Wheel Press Tumultuous Tides. It's a shimmery ink. The base is teal, and it has a silver shimmer to it. It's really nice and lovely. And as a Ferris Wheel Press ambassador, I was gifted this ink to try out. And so I'm going to include this in my entry because I really do like the shade of this ink. What I usually do when I have an ink bottle that I really like and I think I'm going to use in terms of writing or painting with, I add the ink to a sample vial, and that way I'm not dipping into the bottle itself. And I love this sample vial case made by Blue Star Crafts. I got it from Amarillo Stationery, and it's so cute and really easy to travel with or carry around. And so what I did was I just added the Ferris Wheel Press Tumultuous Tides ink as a sample into one of these little vials. You can see how cute it is. I just do a little shake and the shimmer will be mixed in. In terms of swatching and writing, I use a J. Herbal glass dip pen, and the nib I use for writing and drawing with, and the end of it I use for swatching the ink. So once I dip the end of the glass pen into the ink, I just put a line on the page, and then I'll add a little bit more ink because I do want to get the properties of the ink. So if there's some shading or shimmer involved in the ink, I do want to get a fair representation of it. So once I do that, I write the brand and the name of the ink down, and any notes that I have about the ink, maybe it's a collaboration or anything that makes it special to me. And then I just do a quick floral sketch. And if you follow me on Instagram, then you'll know that I do this quite often with fountain pen inks, and I love drawing with them. So I use the glass dip pen for a lot of my floral drawings, and this is my way of sort of testing out the ink and seeing the shade and any shimmer involved. And so I just do a quick drawing, and that gives a little bit of interest to the entry itself. And I love drawing in the leaves and shading in parts of the leaves because that's my way of sort of swatching the ink without doing like just a regular swatch. So that's basically how I do my entry in my ink journal. And I've been using this for only a couple months, but so far I've really enjoyed where this is going. And if you have any ideas or you've used an ink journal before, let me know your thoughts and how you've used it and what else you include in your entry. I know you could do different types of swatches and the timing between drying and all that stuff, but I would love to know your thoughts as well. I'll probably do another flip through once I get through parts of this ink journal, but I hope you've enjoyed the flip through so far and maybe it inspires you to start your own. Thanks for watching. I'm Carola. On Instagram, I'm @FromCarola, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!